Hey, chosen ones, it's your girl checking in. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you've seen the title, then you already know what we're doing today. As you can see, I already parted out my perimeter. Y'all know what I say. Perimeter braids, you need an anchor braid. If you're doing the braid down, if you don't got no anchor braids, then your braid down is incorrect. I always start my anchor braid off with weave. So that's what you see I'm braiding my anchor braid with now. And if you don't know what an anchor braid is, just stay tuned so you can really get into it. So when I mention an anchor braid, I'm talking about your outermost braids. The braids that's going to be at your nape area, by your neck, and the ones that's on the side of your head, and even sometimes in the front, depending on what type of sewing you're doing. But since I'm doing a frontal sewing, my anchor braids are on the side and in the back. These are the braids that normally get the most tension throughout the hair. Oh, child. Okay, hold up. Let me come back and try this again because I'm stumbling. So your anchor braids are normally the braids that receive the most tension whenever you're doing a sew-in. So you can see right here, and that's why I braid them with weave, just so they're more secure and they're more tight, and they can really withhold the pulling of the string when you're doing a sew-in. So as you can see, I connected it in the back. I did my anchor braids, I connected it, and what I'm doing now is I'm going to connect the braids in the back. And then once I start connecting the braids in the back, you'll be able to see why anchor braids are so important to your foundation. Normally I would do like a circle or some type of pattern, but since this is a frontal sew-in, you want the front to be as flat as possible, but you want the back to be as full as possible so that you have a good foundation to actually sew on. Okay, so yeah. And I just want to apologize in advance because for some reason my camera decided to focus in on the hairdryer instead of my client's head. So I just want to apologize, and I hope that you guys are able to still follow along with what I'm doing. It will get clearer as we go on, so y'all just stay tuned with me and just drop some comments to let me know like how y'all feeling. Are y'all following along? If you want a better representation of this, should I do this video again? Just let me know. Please just let me know. Give me some feedback and just follow along, sis, please. And I just want to throw a comment in there so that y'all don't make the same mistakes. When I connect my braids at the back, I try to connect them once I go like around the rounded part, or I'm like closer to the nape, because once the video gets a little bit clear, you will see that that first braid that I connected, because I tried to connect it so high, is moving, and that's what you don't want. You don't want the braid to move. You want it to be firm. You want it to stay in place. You'll see that the rest of my braids do it, and your braids will too if you wait until you get to the rounder part of the head and try to connect it. Don't try to bring the whole braid up to the top and connect this, sis. It's not going to work like that. Your braids are going to be moving. They're going to be wild, and that's not what you want. You want a secure foundation. And I don't want to bore y'all because, yeah, I'm going to just keep talking so I don't bore y'all. But y'all see how thick this girl hair is? Like, when I tell y'all, it took me like 3 hours to do this frontal sewing, and that's because her hair was so freaking thick, and as you can see, it's very long. So me, like, I care a lot about my foundations. I think the foundation is the most important part of the hairstyle. So I wasn't just going to rush on her foundation just because her hair was thicker. I still had to take my time. Although these braids look small, I wanted them the correct size to get a good foundation under her frontal sew-in, but I didn't want to make them too small or too big, you know, because we still need the front super flat. So I took my time and I braided this down, but as you guys can see, her hair is extremely thick and it's long. So it took me a while to do this, and she had a larger size head. So yeah, homegirl had me here for like 3 or 4 hours. Girl, I was so mad. You get what I'm saying? But we got it done. I'm going to try to include some pictures and some videos for y'all, what I did, what I was able to gather so y'all could see. But yeah, I know this seemed like it's taking longer than normal, and it probably is, but that's why, because homegirl hair was very thick, it was very long, and she had a larger size head, so your girl had to be a magician and do what it had to do. But this foundation turned out great, and I would recommend this foundation for anyone who's aspiring to be a hairstylist or is a hairstylist and having a really hard time with their foundations, because some of that stuff be looking good on the outside, but under that cap, it don't be giving, okay? And yes, I'm one of those. I want to see what you're doing under the cap. The outside can look good all it want, but I want to see what goes into the process. Are you greasing the scalp? Are you braiding down correctly? Are you like, what are you doing to maintain and, you know, help grow my natural hair? Like, yeah, the weave is cute, but I feel like at some point in time, every girl wants to wear her natural hair. And if you're a hairstylist and you're not really taking care of your client's natural hair, they're not going to be your client for long. So yeah, I care about what's under the cap, and I be looking. Before I book with you, I want to see what you're doing under that cap, because that's the most important part. I don't want my hair to be breaking out after I take out your install, because then I'm going to want to fight, okay? So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because I really do appreciate y'all. And like I said, I'm going to be dropping more videos because y'all really require that out of me, and I really love being here. Like, I really enjoy being here. But we getting to the middle of the head, and you see I've connected all the braids. It's about to get clearer, y'all, so y'all can get a better visual of what I've been saying and what I've been doing, and so you can really see what I'm talking about as far as the anchor braid, because I be hating when people connect your braids at the bottom and they be hurting. Like, it be pulling all the little hairs from the back of your neck all the way up, and I prefer just not to do that to my clients. So here it is right here, so you can see why the anchor braid is important, especially if you do wigs or you do sew-ins or you do weaves, because you don't want to be sewing a wig down to the bottom of where you're connecting the braids. You need something that's down where you can actually sew on. So yeah, that anchor braid is important. Don't forget that anchor braid, sis, okay? Tell your friends or whoever that Blue said that foundation is not right if you don't have no anchor braid, and that's on period. And y'all see how I'm turning those braids to connect. You want to make this as comfortable as possible for your client, because if y'all have ever sat in anybody's chair who connect your braids at the bottom, sometimes that junk can be painful. You get what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you got that good positioning and you're connecting those braids the right way. As you can see, like right here on the side, that first braid wasn't connected that good, but it's okay because I'm not going to be putting a lot of tension on that braid. That braid is, you know, a smaller piece of the whole foundation, but you see how thick it is in the back. Give me a lot of good sewing room. And yeah, y'all know this grease go under every foundation. If your stylist don't put no grease under your cap, then it's wrong, sis. They ain't trying to grow your hair. They don't care about growing your hair. Yes, and it goes under quick weaves. Any style that I do, best believe is fully protected, and we put some grease on that scalp, okay? So this is just me molding her edges back, because like I said, she's getting a frontal sew in, and y'all, my camera ended up going dead, So I didn't really get this whole process. I know that this wasn't the best angle per se, but like I said, this was like my second video that I recorded with my camera when I got it, because I was just so excited to start getting videos out for y'all. But yeah, I didn't like, y'all will be able to see what I did get. And y'all just let me know in the comments how you felt, or, you know, if you want to see more or what I could have did better. But I'm still learning how to position this camera so that I can really get all of the good angles so y'all can see. But as you can see, I'm finishing sewing down her frontal. I done sewed down her tracks in the back. I'm about to lay her frontal down. If you do frontal sewings, then you know how tedious this process can be. And I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to get more of this for y'all. But like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have new videos coming out for y'all, because I want to be able to show y'all some of these good techniques that I'm using. As y'all can see, I don't cut my tracks. I'm a raw hair dealer. So I sell raw hair, and if you use raw hair, then you know that you don't want your bundles cut. Even if my clients bring their own hair, I still don't cut the bundles because I don't really have a need to, because I'm pretty skilled at what I do. But yeah, I fold my tracks. I don't cut any bundles, and that helps. I feel like my process go faster as far as doing sewings. When I don't cut the tracks, I can just, you know, keep flipping and keep going. I probably cut when I get to the top. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like I've been rambling, y'all. And yeah, we're approaching the end. Like I said, my camera died, so I wasn't able to get everything. But y'all, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if this video helped you in any way. And thank y'all so much for watching. And peace out, y'all. Peace out. Love y'all forever. And make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to know when I post, because like I said, I'll be having more videos out. I'm looking forward to doing 2 videos a week. So yes, y'all, please just lock in with me and stay tuned. Your girl trying. I got my camera now. You know, it's steps to it. It's steps. You know, it's levels. And I'm getting there slowly and surely, okay? So y'all, leave some comments for me. Subscribe, like, and let me know how y'all was feeling about this, okay? But yeah.